Oh. Yeah. There you go. Release your doors for the passengers. Oh, 56 grid over there. So where are we going? Stafford Rugby? Yeah, Stafford Rugby. This isn't a career scenario, Twarog, so there'll be no gold. This scenario is cruising at about 2.4 gigabytes of memory. What scenario is this, Josh Harkness? I could probably update the thing, shouldn't I? Well, that sounds HST-like. Oh, it is. Where'd that train come from, then? It's unbranded. Oh, was that in the HST buffer pack, potentially? So this is Extend and Connex. By PJT 1974. We have a light. But it's only a yellow. Slowing down, remembering we have a looks like we've got another yellow. Right, we've got double yellow, and we are in a, we're about to be in a 75 limit. Next station is Rugeley, 8.6 miles. Apparently I need to get it a bit faster if we're going to... Yeah, we've got green light here. Right, I'm going to push on then. Yeah, with this Volv, the 319 is a little bit tight on the old visual, so I'm going to pull it forward a bit. Well, you want me to set the reminder to 8. There you go. That's a double, so 1.2 to the red. Oh, it's green. We're good to carry on going up. WT, that's the way stop instructions work. You only have to have any part of the train inside the stop marker for it to mark, for it to say that that's correct. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. Seven miles to Rugeley. If you want to enforce a correct stop WAUT, what you can do is there is a stop marker. I can't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly where it is, but you did show how to use it in my advanced scenario tutorial, and that will that shows you. And then you basically you're marked based on how precise you are to that specific point. I don't know how well that works with standard scenarios. It's meant for career scenarios because it changes the changes how many points you're awarded. Stopping point, that's it, Coplopomel. $159. Do I have the AP sound pack? I don't ever use sound packs, or anything that's not on Steam, so no. This is all entirely as stock. .7 miles to Rugeley. Yes, Josh, my headlights are on. That was what I checked in the tunnel. Single yellow with a filter. Must have closed the firebox. Green. Wismart, thanks for the follow. .3 miles now to Rugeley. Oh, Central Trains on the other side over there. So if I can't get to Rugeley a little bit faster by nailing the speed to the limit. Do I know if this route is pre or post track improvement? I have no idea, Kevrev, sorry. Josh, yes, I'm going to be running your scenario next, I think. Not the slow one over there. Litchfield Platform 2 is next. Oh, let me have that one. Still got green. Another 8 miles. What have we got coming over here? Still on greens, which is good. Speed limit's going up to 110 in a minute. What graphic settings have I got at the moment? I've got medium settings on at the moment because some of the scenarios have been running. I've got large memory requirements, and it's the only way I've been able to run them without crashing. Stephen Jam, I don't follow your comment. Have I missed something else that you've said? The tea is awesome, Boo Boo. Sounded like a Freightliner 57. HST. I think I saw 3 HSTs today at Nebworth. Right, looks like we've got Lichfield coming up now. How many trains pass through Nebworth every hour? Well, I was there and well, there must have been a good 20 or 30 trains went through. It was very busy. Yeah, PJT, they allowed me into Nebworth. Meet the team section. I think that only deals with the senior people in the company. I'm not senior. And none of them stopped. I was about 2 stopped. I'm late, I know, by a couple of seconds. How dare I? Through a 9 gun the other way. Res 47, a mixed bag of coaches. Right, Tamworth, 6 miles. Yeah, the stop-in trains were pretty much the Great Northern services, 365s. Right, 4 3/4 miles to Tamworth, and we're currently about a minute ahead of schedule, but I'm sure that'll slip as we go, because it slipped the last time, even though I'm flat out. The UK stole the Empire border. I must admit, it took me by surprise. I'd not heard of. I don't. For some reason, I can't work out whether I'd heard of Great Northern before or not. Cheers, Gav. What I wondered is whether Great Northern is actually the people who used to originally operate GNER, hence Great North East Railway. Well, that's tea sorted. Got 100 limit coming up, but I'm going to slow down for that in a minute. Coming up on Tamworth now. GNER isn't Virgin East Coast. Virgin East Coast are running on the franchise that GNER operated. GNER is a separate entity. It's owned or was owned by Sea Containers, who also own Pullman. And I know that the guy who originally set GNER up bought the rights to GNER back from Sea Containers with a view to setting up GNER and GNWR for the East and West Coast main lines. But I don't know whether that ever went anywhere, and I wonder whether Great Northern was essentially him. He'd bought out essentially what was that line. But if it's First Capital Connect, I mean, it does. It's the same logo as Thameslink, so I don't know. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Too many black borders? Why? What resolution? What resolution are you running it on? What aspect ratio are you running it on, Beast Boulder? Budgie, isn't it? Isn't that what you told me to call you a long time ago? The map isn't running, which is why there's a border on the left-hand side. Josh, the UK is a jumbled mess of tons of merged heritage routes. Okay. Okay, so Thameslink Great Northern are owned by Go Via. Alright then. Atherstone, 7.6 miles. Atherstone, Nuneaton and Rugby. Speed limit's dropping to 75. See you later, Stephen Jam. Right, we're approaching 75. You have to have the right 319 Twarrell. It's unfortunate, but there are two 319s. There's a 319 that's standalone, and there's a 319 that comes with the Bedford route. This one requires the standalone version, unfortunately. Epic pass. There's one going the other way, but I can't see it. .7 now. See you later, Stephen Jam. Is it Network Southeast Labour? No, that's another. Unfortunately, it's another one identical to the one in the Bedford pack. It was a bit of a boo-boo at the time. I think there was when these marketplace things were done, there was no Bedford route. There was just the Class 319 standalone pack. And then the Bedford route came out, and it had its own Class 319, which is identical. So if you've got the 319 with the Bedford route, that's not going to work. You need to get the standalone 319. I don't have it on me, mate, but if you message me afterwards, and I will dig it for you. Do AI trains stop for red signals in scenarios? As long as the signalling is behaving itself, it's fine. They should indeed stop at red signals. Where did DTG get the alarm sounds from? In most cases recorded from the trains. In some cases listened to from videos that aren't any good, and then recreated. Hence the poor quality. I'm not sure what you mean, Josh. It occurs to me we are stopping at Atherstone. Coming in just about on time here. It's Atherstone. Nuneaton and Rugby. Oh, time to go. Oh yeah, Twarog. The marketplace ones don't come with scenarios, so you will only find them in QuickDrive until you make or download scenarios that use them. Duffers, I am going to do rail fanning tutorial tomorrow. I've worked out what I need to do now. I just need to put the tutorial together, and then I will do that. So yeah, I will definitely do the rail fanning tutorial at some point tomorrow. Oh, Freightliner. We're in a 60 limit at the moment. We're going to be in a 75 momentarily. Where was my love of trains initially triggered, WUT? From my dad. He's been into trains all his life, and he infected me with it. Nuneaton, 4.7 miles, and then we are non-stop to Rugby. The Rio Grande F7 pack had scenarios. That's an exception. At one point, the Rio Grande F7 pack was going to be a different kind of pack. So scenarios were written for it. Marketplace ones are never intended to have them. Congratulations, Fleagle. Happy to see that Scenario Mode recently holds the spot of most popular this week on Workshop. Superb. 3.3 miles. Nuneaton coming up. Nuneaton north up slow. Double yellow means our starter out of Nuneaton is currently red. Cheers, Exeter. Thanks for popping in. And then we're into Nuneaton. Thanks, Exeter. I'm not using it at the moment because the game crashed and I forgot to restart it. A little bit late in, but that's okay. And from here on out, 14 miles to Rugby. Well, fanning at Nuneaton. Oh dear, don't go there. Cheers, Moricom. Got a yellow. Got green. 14.5 miles to Rugby. Right, we've got a 65 limit coming up. Probably switching to the fast line. Yep, switching over to the fast line by the looks of it. Yes, I did a nighttime rail fanning scenario at Nuneaton. It was a disaster. The scenario was fine, but I couldn't work out where I was going and what I was looking at. Because it was dark, I couldn't see anything. I couldn't get my bearings. .7 miles to go. Is an AWS sensor on the tracks linked to the signal? Yes, it is, because if the signal, it's based on whether the state of the signal, whether it will send the pulse to the train. It will not update the signal. If you, the signal is activating or deactivating the AWS route. Oh, the anti-nighttime scenario policy, Kevrib, is more about. I ran a few nighttime scenarios at one time, and some of them went down well, and the general consensus was that people didn't like the fact that they couldn't see anything. This sounds like a steam engine, a weird steam engine. Oh, nice Gouger. Gouger's finished his new scenario. Who's superb. Yeah, that's it. That's basically it, PJT. It charges the magnet. It's a Belize. And then if it's a green signal, it charges. Well, it charges. I think it's 2 magnets or 1 magnet, if I remember rightly. Amtrak By all means, make one, but we'll have to see what it's like. Until I see it, I don't know. Oh dear, that's too much yawning. 2 magnets, yeah, I thought it was, Ed. $105 limit coming up. That's fortunate. We're doing 105. 7.4 miles to Rugby, and we're aiming for 27 seconds late, and not making any headway on that really at the moment. No, Baked Bean Kid. Essentially, the AWS magnet will sound. If you think about what it does in the loco, if it's a yellow or red, then it will give you a bell. An alarm. And if it's green, it gives you a bell. So essentially, yellow or red sets both magnets, which means that you. I think it's that way round, so that you get the alarm, and green sets one magnet, which means you get the bell or something like that. But you'll get something in the cab at every AWS, so it's definitely one magnet set either way round, because you get the bell if it's green, or the beep if you're in a modern loco. Now we'll finish the last scenario. Right, we've got a approach double yellow. Single, and then in just about three quarters of a mile, we'll get our track changed. We're probably getting put back onto the slow lines now for Rugby. Forgot we were changing over, and we got double yellow. Right, double yellow, single yellow, which means we're clear into Rugby. Cheers WT, thanks for joining. What loco is this? This is a unit Amtrak Master. It's a Class 319 in the Connex yellow and white livery. Like that. Moggy, does you have a license for Connex? Yes, it does. That's why because this unit was sat in limbo for ages until the license was obtained, which was relatively recently, I think. This is one of the liveries that my team did when I was looking after marketplace stuff. Stobart dude, yes, I think I did see the scenarios. I will get to them as soon as I can. No, Connex license is French now. I can't remember what the name of the company is, but no, it's owned by a company in France. Hey, thank you, driver. There we go. Another good scenario from PJT there. No, I can't remember where they went to in the end, but yeah, they're owned by a French company. Right, so let's give that a thumbs up. One more to go. Chasing New Year's. Now I'm going to pump the gamma up a bit. We'll see what it looks like